Okay, hey guys, I got this Xmark Lazer Z. It's got a 60-inch cut, and the drive belt broke, which of course, made it difficult for anything else to run, obviously, because it controls the mower. Again, there's few videos of anything on this tractor, so I just went and changed the belts. Had to do it all kind of, give or take, just because the manufacturer's diagrams are garbage. So this particular model has the two pulley system in the back right below the motor, and then as you can see, it's got a pulley right in there at the back side of the motor. Okay, so what I did was, the belts are all changed now, but what I did was essentially jacked it up, put it on some stands, and my advice is if you haven't changed the deck belt, you might as well change the deck belt at the same time, because this particular belt goes on the pulley under the deck belt, so you're going to take that deck belt off anyway. And you can see that I did disassemble the deck and expose the belt there. So underneath here, I don't know if you can see this, I'll do the best I can. You can see there's two pulleys, and the drive belt is this red pulley here, okay, and that goes underneath, and the deck belt goes on top. All right, so how you change this thing is a little screwy, but you'll see right up under here. Let me see if I can get a better angle here for you. You will see that you have this piece right here, okay? This has got to be removed in order to get the belt onto this. And there's a wire harness attached to that on the back side of this round brown piece right here. So that's where I unclipped it. And then of course I unbolted this part here, and that just runs through the frame of the mower. Once you unbolt that, it just flops down. You can get the belt back on. Then go ahead and put this arm back into place. It's real easy. And then reattach your electrical. Now, once you've got the belt on, this is where the difficult part comes. This particular pulley on the left-hand side, okay, that's spring loaded. And let me tell you, you can see the spring there. That spring is under a tremendous amount of tension. Now, it won't be once the belt breaks. But what I found, the easiest way to do this was I got a bottle jack, and I put a bottle jack up underneath right about here. Had the belt laying loose, and I stretched that bottle jack, pushed it up as hard as I could go, all the way, and stretched the spring right out. All right, and then I took a piece of rope. See if I can find it here. I took a piece of rope, and I tied a loop in the end of that rope, okay? And you can attach that right to the arm after you've got the bottle jack pushing it up under tension. Just loop that over the end of the arm, and then I just tied it off to the frame here, okay? So I then was able to get the belt around there and then stretch it around the front, and you're going to want to do it in that order. Get it underneath here, stretch it around the front, okay, and then come back to this secondary pulley, okay. Now this pulley here is still going to be, once you remove that bottle jack, it's going to be under tremendous pressure on the rope, and there'll still be a little bit of play in here, just enough play where you can slide the belt with a lot of force right around this pulley. Once you've got it on, it's nice and tight. You can go ahead and take off that rope and then remove the bottle jack, and she's under tremendous tension now, which is good. And then you come back, and then you'll have to restring the actual deck belt. The deck belt, you can see this part of it right here goes over top, and you can see another massive spring right here. Now, this is, there's no easy way to put this, but I had to use the same rope. I'll go back and get the rope real quick. Here. And what I did was I looped that rope around here, okay, put it under pressure, stretched it around to the front, around this part of the tractor here, and got on the other end of the tractor and pulled as hard as I could, and the belt was just weak enough where I could slip the old belt off. Okay, then I put the new belt on in the reverse order. Basically, got it around that top pulley, brought it down here, and if you don't have an actual layout or schematic for how the belt goes on, it just happens that this mower does, and I'll just kind of show you that right there, so that way you could pause the video if you needed to. Okay, and this one here is the back. That's gonna have the dry belt underneath. Okay, it's gonna come around here. Here is your spring-loaded pulley right here. This one right there. Okay, you'll basically stretch it around. I went around this pulley and around here and came back to this point here, tucked it up in here and got it between these, and this is where I got stuck. So when I put that rope on the end there and pulled from this direction, just pulled from this direction around that arm, it loosened it up just enough to slide up on top of this, release it, and it's nice and tight. You can see it's nice and tight. So if you have any questions, you know, feel free to comment. I know the video's a little shaky, but you know, it took a little bit of pressure to do this, a little bit of time, a little bit of, you know, kicking myself now and then for thinking things a little too hard, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was pretty manageable. The biggest problem, like I said, is this particular pulley on the left hand side. You just got to push that up as high as you can with the bottle jack and then tie it down into position so it doesn't release itself. Get it all strung, and then do this particular pulley last. It rotates freely, so you can just rotate it right on there from the side. Once you have it on there, the rest of it's pretty simple. Okay? Thanks, guys. Have a great day.